The Lincoln Town Car wasn't just another vehicle on American roads, it was a symbol. A rolling statement of elegance, comfort, and power that didn't need to scream to be noticed. From corporate parking lots to wedding processions, from black-tie airport pickups to retirement celebrations, the town car made its presence known with grace and quiet confidence. Produced from 1981 to 2011 across 3 generations, the Lincoln Town Car became the best-selling model in Lincoln's history, and perhaps one of the most iconic full-size luxury sedans ever produced in America. It wasn't flashy in the European sense, nor did it chase performance numbers. It knew exactly what it was: big, smooth, soft, and unapologetically American. The story begins in 1981, though the name, Town Car, actually dates back further, originally used as a trim level on the Lincoln Continental. By 1981, Lincoln recognized that the Town Car name had enough cachet to stand on its own. Thus began the first official generation of the Lincoln Town Car as an independent model line. It was built on the tried-and-true Ford Panther platform, shared with the Ford Crown Victoria and Mercury Grand Marquis, and it brought body-on-frame construction, rear-wheel drive, and a 5.0-liter V8 engine that delivered smooth, easygoing torque. The styling was squared off and stately. With its upright chrome grille, sharply creased fenders, and long hood, it looked every bit the part of a dignitary's car. Signature touches like the opera windows, optional padded vinyl roofs, and vertical taillights gave it that distinctive 1980s American luxury look. And let's not forget the unmistakable keyless entry keypad mounted on the driver's door, a feature that made town car owners feel ahead of their time. Inside, the first-generation town car offered exactly what its drivers and passengers expected: an environment of soft-touch materials, wall-to-wall carpeting, wide bench seats, and plenty of chrome and wood grain, well, simulated wood grain. It was like stepping into a rolling living room, one that could comfortably seat 6 adults and still have room for everyone's luggage in its cavernous trunk. The ride quality was pillowy, deliberately tuned to absorb every pothole and crack in the pavement. It wasn't sporty, but that was never the point. The point was to glide, to float, to make every journey feel like you were sitting in your favorite recliner. It appealed to retirees, professionals, and families who wanted a car that made a statement without being ostentatious. As the 1980s progressed, Lincoln kept refining the formula. By the end of the decade, the town car had adopted fuel injection and small technological upgrades that made it a bit more modern under the hood, though its philosophy remained deeply traditional. It was a large, rear-wheel drive sedan with a V8 engine, a plush interior, and a styling language that whispered success with every mile. Then came 1990. The second generation of the Lincoln Town Car debuted with a dramatically different look. Gone were the sharp lines and square corners. In their place, a more aerodynamic, wind tunnel-refined shape with softer curves and integrated bumpers. It was a visual evolution that brought the town car into the 1990s without losing its sense of purpose. This generation introduced the 4.6-liter modular SOC V8 engine, which brought modern fuel efficiency and smoother performance to the table. It was quieter, cleaner, and easier to maintain, an important consideration for the growing fleet of limousine and livery services that had discovered the town car's unique combination of comfort and dependability. And indeed, this second generation is where the town car truly found its niche as America's favorite limousine. Coach builders like Crystal and Executive Coach Builders took advantage of its body-on-frame design to create stretches of every length imaginable. Need a 10-passenger limo? No problem. Funeral coach. Town car. Airport shuttle. You guessed it. The second-generation town car had the durability, simplicity, and elegance to do it all. For the private buyer, it offered improved safety features like standard dual airbags by 1994, traction control, air suspension for an even smoother ride, and upgraded sound systems that made long trips even more enjoyable. The Signature and Cartier trims piled on even more luxury, with leather upholstery, real wood accents, premium audio, and more electronic conveniences than most competitors could match at the time. Styling continued to evolve within the second-generation run. Grilles got taller, lighting became more integrated, and chrome remained a staple. By 1995, the town car had become not just a symbol of luxury but a symbol of continuity. Lincoln was staying true to what its buyers wanted, even as other manufacturers chased new trends. Then, in 1998, the third and final generation of the town car arrived. It was more of an evolution than a revolution, and that's exactly what Lincoln fans appreciated. It retained the Panther platform, but with substantial revisions. Hydroformed steel frame rails made the chassis stiffer, which improved both safety and ride quality. The body was reshaped again, with a sleeker, more refined look that trimmed down some of the bulk while keeping the essential proportions that made it unmistakably a town car. It was lower, more streamlined, but still large, still rear-wheel drive, and still powered by the ever-faithful 4.6-liter V8, now tuned for up to 239 horsepower. Inside, the town car remained a cocoon of quiet luxury. The dashboard was redesigned with cleaner lines and a more cohesive look, borrowing cues from European luxury but never losing its American identity. Leather seating came standard, and the L versions, like the Executive L and Signature L, offered an extra 6 inches of wheelbase, all of which went into making the rear seats limousine-like in their spaciousness. Heated seats, dual-zone climate control, and later, even GPS navigation became available. Trunk space remained vast at over 21 cubic feet, one of the largest among any sedan, luxury or otherwise. Trim levels throughout the third generation varied from the fleet-friendly Executive Series to the high-end Signature Limited and Cartier editions. Each offered progressively more features, from premium sound systems to memory seats, chrome wheels, and soft-close trunks. And despite its aging platform, the town car sold well throughout the 2000s, largely because there was nothing else quite like it. The market had shifted toward sportier, firmer-riding European sedans, but the town car stuck to its roots. It didn't try to be a BMW or a Lexus. It was content to be the soft, spacious, graceful cruiser that people had come to know and love. By the time production ended in 2011, the Lincoln Town Car had built a reputation for unmatched longevity and loyalty. Many examples routinely surpassed 200,000 or even 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. Fleet managers and limousine services mourned its passing. Lincoln attempted to fill the void with the MKT Town Car, a crossover-based vehicle that never truly captured the essence or popularity of the original. But by then, the industry had changed. Sedans were out, SUVs were in, and rear-wheel drive, body-on-frame luxury cars were no longer in demand. Yet the town car's legacy lives on. Even today, over a decade after the last one rolled off the assembly line, you can still spot them gliding silently through city streets, pulling up to curbs with elegance, or waiting patiently outside hotels, their engines quietly idling, ready for their next assignment. The Lincoln Town Car wasn't just a car. It was an era. A symbol of refinement, reliability, and real American luxury. It never needed turbochargers or Nürburgring lap times. It just needed a long road, a clear sky, and a driver who appreciated the simple joy of gliding forward in silence. In a world that often values flash over substance, the town car offered the opposite: subtle dignity, enduring craftsmanship, and the kind of comfort that never goes out of style. It may be gone from Lincoln's lineup, but in garages, fleets, and hearts across America, the town car is still very much alive.